Good morning. I just woke up and I couldn't wait to bring you out here and show you the view from our Airbnb. We are in Riviera Beach or Palm Beach Shores. As we came over the bridge of the Intercoastal, we were upgraded from a bottom level unit to an upper level unit, Unit 8, and we have a view of the Intercoastal. I'm going to show you around the most interesting and perplexing Airbnb I think we've ever stayed in. Here goes your tour. So here's the start. We have a lovely view of the Intercoastal, and that doesn't seem like a lot of a view, but you know how these water views are. In person it actually is. We can see a good amount of water. We can see what the tide's doing. This was, of course, the part that we rushed out to see. Oh, an Intercoastal view. And now for the perplexing part. Well, first I'll have to show you this absolutely gorgeous. Look at this palm tree with all the beautiful growth on it. Last night there was the most amazing smell. I'm not sure if I was smelling, I don't know if it was like frangipani or what it was, but it was incredible. Over there, the balconies to the other 3 units all face south, and the units down below looks like they each have a little tiny courtyard and some tables and chairs, maybe a hose, some things like that. None of the balconies have any chairs. Cool. So our little balcony has, it's a really good size. I mean, if this was a cruise ship, this would be absolutely the biggest grand owner's suite. This balcony is about 6 or 7 feet by at least 12 feet, but no chairs at all. No chairs, no tables, so you can't sit out there. The next amazing thing was this window unit that is so loud we unplugged it, and it's winter, so luckily no problem. And this is kind of an interesting, like a 60s, I wonder if it works. Oh, it does. That would be to draw the cool air from in this room into the bedroom. And I just want to show you, this is a huge living room. We've got our Christmas presents over there. Enormous living room. I think 2 people could sleep on that sofa if they really need. All of the pictures are hung very high, and they're completely incongruent. They don't go with each other. But I remember watching a video from someone who said they went into an Airbnb and they got in trouble for rehanging all the pictures. And in this Airbnb, every single picture needs to be brought down at least a foot, and in some cases almost 2. You never know what you're going to find in an Airbnb. This was our perplexing table set for 4. There is a clock and some cute 60s looking mirrors. And then over here is like a second entryway, and we actually come in the other way. And there's a closet here. So there's a closet, like a hanging closet with shelves. I mean, this is actually very spacious. From this entryway across is an enormous double. This entryway is big enough for our cart sitting there with plenty of room to move around it. But the way that you actually come in, the first door is here. There's another view on this side. I guess you could say this is our huge balcony also. And then we've got a view right there is where we're going to be diving. It is right there. I can't believe how close it is. We went out last night on the dock to see what it looked like, and it looked, as things look at night, much further away, but it's right here. Cute Toyota Land Cruiser was here, and then the Jeep pulled up, all tricked out. And then, this is not part of the tour, but one of these big Ford F-250, the Shelby Cobra, the thing is massive. And this is the little units across from us. And I see that there's a walkthrough. And we are on Palm Beach Shores. Well-placed fire extinguisher. But back to the unusual thing. So when we opened the door, this is what we saw. This is the first thing that you see, is this kitchen. So let me back up so you can see it. It is an adorable little kitchen. I don't mind the size of it at all. We are going to be cooking our Christmas Eve dinner here. I'll spread this out so it looks like more. Christmas Eve dinner here, as well as Christmas Day, and it's a very small apartment size, but that is okay with us. There's just the two of us, but just 2 pots, that's it. So I'm glad that I brought my own electric kettle. That is, look, it's so little and it's convenient. Thank goodness we have it, because that means we don't just have one burner right here for boiling water. I can actually boil water in the kettle. Oh, how smart. That's so tiny. So luckily we did bring French press and Bill's mocha pot. We definitely will need that for making our coffee this morning. There's absolutely nothing in the cabinets. And we have to keep in mind when we're planning our Christmas Eve and Christmas dinner that we have 2 knives, 2 spoons, and a spatula. That is it. So nothing too complicated. Normally I carry a rubber spatula, but I didn't. And we do have a fridge, which I want to have a vegetable-based protein shake this morning, and there was no ice, and we didn't stop for ice. So instead, I just popped it into the freezer, and I'll mix it from there. So here's what I discovered was missing once I looked at the cute little place settings and everything, is there are no cups, no glasses, no cups. The place is huge. I will give it that. It is huge. Okay, there's no way for me to show you the bathroom without the rattling fan on. There's what we've got. There are all sorts of amenities here. There's, I think it was toothpaste or something like that. There's in plastic body lotion, body wash, body lotion, body wash, but not shampoo. There's hand sanitizer, whole pack, toothbrushes, and what I would have really rather seen rather than all this plastic would be just a basket with some Stream to Sea hand sanitizer that is completely reef and ocean friendly, maybe some toothbrushes that are bamboo, that's a renewable resource, something like that. Luckily there were towels, 5 towels, and we can see that there have been kind of smart things, like they have the curved rail at the top like we have in our bathroom, kind of a cute ocean themed shower curtain. That's nice. There's another closet here, definitely a linen closet for somewhere that you're going to stay sporadically. There's a huge amount of space, and then this is interesting. This is the main bedroom, or the only bedroom. Quite generous, kind of cute print sheets, and this is it's actually a Ralph Lauren comforter. I thought the comforter felt pretty nice. Seaside appropriate. I mean, the colors in here are nice. Light aqua teal color, very nice. And, you know, cute. And then this is another absolutely enormous. I'll have to get across the room to show you how big this is. Huge. It's like a triple closet. This room is the size of almost the entire apartment at Portside. This is my adorable set from Tripped that Bill gave to me. These are for your clothes, and then this gusseted area, you zip it all the way around and it compacts everything. So my clothes are there fluffing up a bit after being compacted. This is our view, which is not bad, of these nice trees outside and the palms. We just decided we would open the windows because it's 61 degrees out, and now I think I would love to sit out here to have my coffee, but I'll be sitting crisscross applesauce on the ground. But I'll just leave this off where we started, which is what a gorgeous view. I'll take you downstairs later and show you the Intracoastal side amenities. And the house is to the front of the Intracoastal, and then these units are behind it, so we are lucky. We're probably the only ones with a view. I can see across the way to Safe Harbor. We're not on the inlet. We're not going to see the inlet traffic, but we'll get to see some traffic if we sit out front. Yeah, maybe they really are jealousy windows. Looking at this one, it looks like it is. I wish the use of this Toyota came with the property. There is a laundry room, but we're very intrigued by the place next door because they've got so much light, so much windows. Those are jealousy windows down there, 3/3s up there, but kind of a nice path to the water. It really is high tide right now, isn't it? It is high tide. That's why I wanted to look real quick. There's cleats along the dock.
You can see on the water on these things here.
Oh yeah, it's going to come up another foot.
Yeah.
Yep, and look at that. We are so close. This is amazing. And I bet when we go past these docks, if these docks are older and established, we're going to see some sea life by these two docks as well. We'll just go on the outside of the little catamaran, and then it's a clear shot, and we'll get our bearings if that's due north, you know, and figure it out. And it's shallow enough that we can pop up, look around, and go back down, right?
Yeah.
So that's good. All right, so I'm going to check the tide. Here comes a big sport fish. We also found out a whole lot of information about the properties and why some of the things in here were not temporary, but it wasn't completely finished, and that was because it's not completely finished. They had just opened this unit up for us. I think we're the first people to stay in it, and it turns out they do own the units across the way, which means we can also sit at the little patio bench over there, and that's where we were diving. I'll show you. That is exactly where we were, right there, in that patch of water. So we found out that the owners of this property also own the property next door, and they said that the architect for that property is the exact same architect who did the one in Miami that was on the Dexter show. So they're talking about setting one of the units up just like Dexter's room. That sounds a little bit creepy, but if you're a Dexter fan, which I definitely was, I watched through all of that series. I wouldn't want to stay in the Dexter room, but it would be interesting, and I like the floating steps, kind of neat look. So the whole deal is that they own the 4 properties all the way to the north of this property, all the way to Blue Heron Bridge. And they also definitely have plans that they will sell to a big high-rise, and a big high-rise will be built here. So these properties are probably going to be available for rental for the next 2 years, and that's about it. It's sort of like a movable feast. After 2 years, these will most likely be torn down, and a big high-rise in their place with 4 properties right on the water. They are perfectly situated, so we found ourselves very thankful that we found the place, and a little bit more forgiving of the shortcomings in the properties, because if you know you're only going to be renting them out for 2 years, and you know that you probably don't want to invest a whole lot in the furniture or furnishings, you probably wouldn't want to invest a whole lot into the properties, because you know that it's just a temporary thing. They're going to try and earn a little bit of their keep, maybe a portion of their property taxes, until a buyer comes along and it sells. But apparently these used to be condos or apartments, and people lived in them, and I can definitely see that. They're definitely big enough for apartments. It also explains the eclectic mix of furniture. So pretty fascinating. I would think it would take a lot of guts to invest in something like this and have the fortitude to hold on to it until you can sell it. This is one of my Christmas presents, which is a LiPo-Safe. This is for charging your lithium batteries when you're not exactly in the area. I'll leave a link to this below. It's pretty easy to come across. There's a part right here that velcros so that you can lead your electric cord into there. And right now mine are just all charging right here. Location is fantastic. The view is fantastic. The bed is not awful. The place is very spacious, huge.